the Diddy doc on Netflix that came out this week that is, I think, number one in the US, right? It's like,
Yeah.
it's been number one in the US. It is produced by 50 Cent, which is hilarious because, like, I think everyone who listens to rap or hip hop for the past 20 years has heard no snitching, don't snitch, blah, blah, blah. And 50 Cent's just like, I don't care. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna tell every secret I can about this guy because he's so awful.
Dude, he just loves to troll people. It's so funny. I mean, like when somebody gets in his bad graces, he will not let up. The famous one was, he had a beef with Ja Rule for years.
Yeah.
And then like 5 or 6 years ago, he, he bought every ticket to a Ja Rule show so
The
that
front,
nobody would show up.
the front seats, like the first like 10 rows.
Right, right. Just so Ja Rule would look like a huge asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. I
And
mean,
I saw this week he posted a graphic of the Diddy doc was number one in like 21 different countries around the world.
yeah, it's interesting because like people they've made Diddy documentaries about Diddy since this news, all this stuff started happening. Like I want to say like there's 2 or 3 docuseries that have been made, but like nobody nobody's giving those the attention that they're giving these. I think because not only because 50 Cent is involved with them, but also because the level of eyewitnesses that 50 was able to book in this series are not, the other ones can't even compare to what 50 Cent was able to put together in this.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely. That was a huge part of it. Like one of them was Diddy's longtime assistant who had started working for him in 2004
mhm.
until he fired her in like 2012. So she had 8 years of like his deepest, darkest secrets
Yeah.
just loaded up, ready to go for this documentary.
Yeah, he had her, he had like Aubrey O'Day, he had the dude that he founded Bad Boy Records with back in the 90s.
Yeah, that was a big one. Yeah. And I didn't know all this, but apparently Diddy is just notorious for doing bad business with people, screwing people over. I said screw.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, dude, I don't want to pat myself on the back too much. I don't want to give myself too many props. But I do remember when we first talked about how evil Diddy Wiz. I
Yeah.
remember pulling up his Wikipedia page and showing you just the decades and decades of horrible things he's done to people. Um, and just saying that like he's a real life supervillain that he has had this shit coming for a while.
I mean, after watching this, it's hard to believe anything else. He definitely is, allegedly. But
Um,
this assistant lady, I forget what her name is like
Capricorn something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Capricorn. He said that the first day that she worked for him, I guess he had heard a rumor that she knew Suge Knight. And, he had had a whole beef with the East Coast, West Coast, Suge Knight versus Biggie, Tupac, Biggie, that whole thing. So he was very reluctant to hire somebody who may have known Suge Knight. And so to quell all suspicions, she says he takes her to Central Park and he says it's just them two, and like there's nobody else around. And he says, take a look around. There's nobody here. So if you fuck me, I will literally murder you. And it will be exactly like this. There will be nobody around to save you,
Yeah.
which is insane. I mean, first of all, it's crazy of her to want to go work for a guy after that.
I mean, just a horrible human being,
But
dude.
I guess it does speak to the magnitude of like his stature at the time.
Mhm.
He was the top guy in rap and hip hop, and he was a kingmaker. So everybody wanted to get close to him because he could make their career. And I guess that it extends all the way to his assistant as well.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Let me just break it down for people who haven't seen it or who aren't going to watch it. There's 4 episodes. Every episode, I think, has like sort of a theme. Like the first episode it kind of sets the foreground, kind of explains how he grew up, how he got his start, but also like where did the evil get planted in him in the beginning, you know? Like
Yeah.
how did this all start? Um
And it seemed to stem from his mom and his dad, right?
yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
guess his dad was a pimp in New York City,
Yeah,
and
something like that.
he'd been, I guess, murdered. Um, but then so he was basically raised by his single mom, and she was still looking after his father's business after her husband died, right?
Yeah.
So I guess she
Pretty
was
nice
like,
family. Pretty pretty good values they have in that community. I mean, not community, neighborhood. Thank God Kevin Smith is at Dukes' event tonight.
Boatman, you're walking a fine line. I think that white wine's starting to get you a little bit.
Yeah, but she was also super violent too. Like she would beat the shit out of him. So in this first episode, they're interviewing some of his like childhood friends, and they're like, yeah, she would beat the fuck out of him. She would kind of uh push on. She put this pressure on him to like live up to this like lifestyle of being a baller, shot caller type dude, you know. Um, and then it starts talking about, you know, the first thing he got famous for. Do you remember what this was?
Oh,
The
the
All
charity
Star
con
basketball game.
yeah, the charity he threw a charity basketball game
Yeah,
at like State College of New York or something like that. And it was
yeah.
who was supposed to be the featured guest?
Oh fuck. Some rapper from back in the day, like I forget who. Not Heavy D. Heavy D was too big for him, but
I think it was him. It was either
it
him
was
or like Big Pun.
definitely not Big Pun. But yeah, maybe Heavy D. I mean, they kind of look the same. But
Fat
and
Joe.
then yeah,
One of those fat fucks.
and there was a massive stampede where like four people or five people died at this event.
Dude, it was like the Astroworld Festival, but like 20 years prior, because the way that the building was set up. So I guess he had hyped up this thing so much, like this concert, or not concert, this basketball game. So, and tickets were going for $12 a pop. They sold out of that. But then there were like 1,000 more people on the perimeter of the building trying to sneak in. So the way everybody came in was the stairs come down into a gymnasium, and there's like no exits in the gymnasium. So then thousands of people rush in, like they just mob rush the doors to get in for free. And there's literally like nowhere for them to go once they get inside the gym. So they all just started stepping on each other.
And then there's like candid footage of Diddy just casually walking down on the basketball court while there's like dead bodies around him, like not even not even caring at all.
Dude, he's like heartless.
Yeah, yeah. And
And it
then
pays the bet. Like it's his fault.
I know, yeah. And then there's a press conference afterwards about him with where he's like, you know, trying to give this fake heartfelt apology and basically so the gist of it was that like that was where his star was born. That's where people first like started knowing about him, you know?
Which I had no idea about that backstory.
Yeah. Yeah, me neither. Um, and then the second episode is kind of when it starts getting into the nitty gritty, the stuff that people actually want to hear. You know, the his involvement with Notorious B.I.G. Um, you know, the beef between B.I.G. and Tupac. Um, you know, and his alleged. I mean, dude, you know, fuck it, dude. His apparent involvement with not just Tupac's death, but Biggie's death too.
Yeah.
Because well there are a lot of reasons as to why he might have wanted it. Some say he wanted the start the limelight for himself. Other people say that Biggie was like renegotiating his contract and like he didn't want to give up all that money. Um but is that the first time you've heard that theory?
Yes, that in that specific, like all those details,
Yeah.
wrapped together. What was new about it to you?
Um,
Because we all knew about how he had Tupac beat up outside of his studio, like a year before Tupac ended up getting murdered.
was well, what was new to me was I didn't know that he was like pressuring him to go to the West Coast to do like the you know, the make amends tour. I forget what they called it. Um
Yeah, he pressured Biggie, and I guess this is like at the height of the East Coast West Coast beef, where it was literally dangerous for him to be on the West Coast because both sides of the beef had literal gang members helping them with security. So if
yeah,
he gets spotted anywhere around town, he could get cut up by the Crips,
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
believe it was.
So
Which is
that was
kind of
news to
scary to
me for
think about.
sure.
Like, like you're a big famous dude, everybody knows what you look like, and you're going, "God, I don't want to go on the West Coast trip. That's just dangerous."
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea, did he? Because, he just dropped this track about me, and, the thing is that, like, maybe we should give it, like, 6 months or something, because, but I also don't like the food that they got out there.
I'm not a big In and Out burger fan.
Yeah, I'm more of like, Checkers, Hardee's, Riley, but,
Uh yeah. So apparently like Biggie went out there.
They don't have White Castle out there, do they?
yeah. By the way, you ever seen that movie, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle? It's like, I mean, it came out like 20 years after I died, but, I can see into the future, and they're gonna drop a trilogy about White Castle.
Soothsayer Biggie Smalls.
Yeah, he's fucking predicting comedic fucking gold, dude.
I'm telling you, in the year around 2016, that N-word Donald Trump is going to be run for president.
I can see into the future, and basically, what I see in your future is a lot of baby oil, and you're gonna go to jail.
But no, but what the other thing? So he said alleged. I mean, you could take that one way or the other. The thing is, people are like the doubters are like, well, come on, like if he did set him up, if he did, you know, plan his death, wouldn't there be somebody who's leaked the information since then, to come out in public on a YouTube video and be like, hey, Diddy said this to me, and so he, he set up the death for or the he set up the hit for Biggie or whatever. Yeah. So that's what like doubters are saying, I guess.
I'm telling you, dump all your money into Bitcoin.
But if you hit a Bitcoin too late, make sure you check out Ethereum. And another good one is Solana. But
You're going to be tempted to sell your best friend's gun so you can buy some meme coins, but don't do it.
whatever you do, don't buy too many NFTs because they're gonna be really tempting one year, and then they're all gonna be worthless the next year.
Trust me, the Floydies are not going to take off.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't listen to Oathman about buying George Floyd NFTs. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He is really passionate about racist shit like that.
And definitely don't go into credit card debt to buy them.
uh so
Man, how did he see all that?
I don't know, dude. That guy was truly ahead of his time, man.
It's just crazy.
I mean, fucking notorious B.I.G. was fucking calling shots left and right. Um. So, anyways, but the other thing is like, um, the thing about the funeral. The funeral drove me crazy, dude. This shit was insane. How after the funeral,
Whose funeral?
I'm sorry, after his death, Biggie's death. Oh, I'm finna die. When Biggie died, they were like, Puff Daddy's like, yeah, I'm a put out the biggest funeral of all time to celebrate my man, my best friend, the notorious B. And so like he came out saying, I'm gonna make this the biggest event in Brooklyn ever. Brooklyn in the house. And then it was a massive parade, basically, a funeral for Biggie, and fucking and the dude who founded Bad Boy Records with them was like, yo, by the way, he made Biggie's estate pay for this gigantic funeral that he put on.
I mean, dude, that is the most Yehudi news thing I've ever heard.
I mean, dude, you're so right. That is very, very Yehudi news of fucking, yeah, hang on.
Today in Yehudi News.
He throws the biggest funeral ever. Cost millions and millions of dollars. And when it's all over, he hands the mother of the dead son the bill. That's crazy.
It's so embarrassing, dude. Hang on. Let me look up Biggie. I never seen Biggie's funeral, but I mean,
I'm dead. I'm right in the.
hang on. Let me try to find video of it.
Jen
dude.
Montana brings up a good point. She says, look how long it took for us to find out about his freak-off parties. Imagine what he was threatening people with to keep quiet about 2 murders. That's a good point.
That's true. Also, the other thing is, like, I feel like if you went on to YouTube, you could probably find dozens of clips of random ass dudes who you've never heard of before telling people something like this. Like, yeah, I was in communications with Diddy's people back in the day, and there was, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times that gets thrown out so often that allegations and stuff like that get thrown out so often that it just becomes white noise. Like, people stop paying attention to it.
Yeah, true. I mean, and that's the other thing. He was kind of a Teflon Don too.
Yeah.
You know, he got off of everything. Pause.
Yeah. But dude, like, I remember when I was a kid, right? And I remember seeing the Puff Daddy tribute. It was right around, I mean, because he also talked about after Biggie's death, he was supposed to be on the Rolling Stone cover, and Diddy was like, nah, that's mine. Put me on the cover. So they pulled the BIG cover and put Diddy on the cover. And that was the same year that his album No Way Out came out. The same year that I'll be missing you. Somebody tell me.
Yeah. I mean, is there any doubt that he had that song written before Biggie's death?
Oh, dude, you might be right. Although he's not talented, so I feel like somebody else probably wrote it.
Yeah. Did he commission someone else to write that song before Biggie's death? They get in the studio and they're like, Puff, why are we singing about dead Biggie Smalls?
Yeah, dude. But
trust me on this one.
But dude, I remember watching, this is probably something that you don't remember because you weren't like into hip hop and rap like I was back in the day, but I specifically remember being a kid and watching the VMAs and watching Diddy. It was, you know, after Biggie got shot, this album or this song comes out, and the performance that he put on at the VMAs was like, it didn't feel like a tribute. It felt like a celebratory thing where he have you seen it before? I mean, I'm sure you've seen the clips. They played some of them in the show, but do you know what I'm talking about? Where he comes down and sings "I'll Be Missing You," and he's doing that ridiculous fucking dance.
Yeah, like it was like more of a coronation for himself rather than commemoration of Biggie's death.
Yeah, dude. I remember watching and being like, this feels off. This does not feel like they're mourning this dude who just got killed. It feels almost like here we go.
Can't believe you ain't
Can you
here.
hear it?
Without you being here. This right here, tell me goes out.
Like he's doing kind of like a happy feet dance, you know? It's like, what are you fucking doing, dude?
Such a gay dance, dude.
Yeah. He's got Sting there. Like, and Sting is more serious than he is.
Right. Everybody's like, why is Diddy so happy?
Yeah. Well,
He literally
dancing like he literally just won the lottery.
He literally looks like a kid in the candy store.
Yeah. I mean, look how ridiculous is that? He's all across the stage, back and forth, doing this weird ass fucking dance. You're like, what are you doing, dude?
He's like, he's dead, he's finally dead.
Yeah, it's finally not
Biggie Smalls is finally dead.
Yeah, dude. And this is like 6 months after he fucking died. And so I remember watching that and being like, yo, this, I mean, I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, this is kind of weird. But now it's like, oh man. And so I've seen a lot of like videos posted about this. And it's funny because like hindsight is 2020, but people are like redoing the dance. Like, oh man, we should have seen this shit coming. Like, did you see this?
Somebody needs to make an app called Twitter so they can express themselves about this moment.
Yeah, somebody needs to call this dude out because he was definitely involved.
All right, look at this. This is P. Diddy. This is a dude dancing like P. Diddy at the MTV Awards after killing Biggie and making him pay for his own funeral while dead. Oh man. Anyways, so that was the second episode, you know. It's all about that shit. And then the third episode was about you know, making the band, how he fucked over so many people, so many artists, but more focused on making the band and the Danity Kane and the Cassie stuff, you know. And
yeah, which is pretty dark, you know. Like there was one point where that Aubrey O'Day, I guess she's saying this publicly for the first time, but she had a friend call her and say that she had walked by a room and saw Aubrey O'Day basically passed out and then double penetrated by two dudes.
Oh, dude, that was brutal.
So they essentially drugged and raped her, and she had to find out about it from a friend.
Yeah, well, she said that Diddy was going to town on her
vagina,
and then
you can't play that there.
And then I did. And then some other dude was standing up, like just with his penis in her mouth. She like read this email from the lady.
Pause.
I know. And the Cassie stuff and how they interviewed, which amazing booking by 50, interviewed the dude who they hired to fuck Cassie in front of Diddy.
Dude, that's like right up there in the pantheon of like when Drab T-shirt booked Rob Ford on the Junkies.
Yeah. Or when I booked Kimbo Slice on LeVar and Dukes.
1-2, right at the top of Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, dude. And then but I love the stories from that prostitute, the gigolo, who's like basically said that he went to a hotel and there was a girl who had a real nice voice. I remember she had a fine ass voice, and he went downstairs at the hotel. She was wearing a red wig, and then he goes upstairs, and Diddy comes out, and he's got a shirt wrapped around his face, his head, and then he's doing some fake voice, and he says, "What's my name is Frank White," and no, Frank Black was it? Frank Black, yeah. And then he just told all the stories about the things that he would make him do, and to Cassie in front of him, which is, I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum, but definitely got these kind of vibes, here and that. You know what I'm saying? Did you?
Yeah. And the other thing is, dude, the other thing that stuck out to me is poor Lil Rod.
Oh yeah, well that's the 4th episode. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, a Lil Rod, man. He had a couple of big rods going in him.
Yeah, that's the producer. That's the 4th episode. The producer that made his that has made his final, most recent album, who had to spend over a year with him straight, right? Yeah, and
Yeah. He's basically spent a year of his life. He said he missed 2 Christmases, 2 Thanksgivings with his kids because he was basically living right next to P. Diddy in Miami, working on P. Diddy's Love album or something.
Yeah.
And
And unbeknownst to him, part of the deal was Diddy got to fuck him whenever he wanted.
Right. Well, unbeknownst to him, because he was drugged the entire time.
Yeah, dude.
He said, the Richmond John says, a different kind of Rodcast. No, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, it's kind of similar actually. It's way more than you guys want to believe.
But yeah, this poor little Rod, he didn't even know he was being drugged. Like they would just slip roofies in his drinks. It sounds like there was a lot of covert drugging going on.
Bro, but why is Diddy so gay? Like, is he gay, you think? Or is he just such a sexual deviant that just normal banging chicks doesn't work, and he has to hire gigantic black mandingos to fuck Cassie in front of him, and fuck Lil Rod, by the way, who is a big fat black guy. Not a big fat black guy, but a tiny fat black guy.
Yeah, this whole setup is like a dream come true for Vince McMahon.
Yeah.
That's right. Give it to him, Diddy. Give it all to him.
And then you're gonna shit on her head. Yeah, dude. I mean, there's it's almost tough to go over everything that was revealed in the show, because it's like so much of it is fucking, it blows your mind. Pause.
It's a complete and total takedown of Diddy. Like, I know, spoiler alert, he ended up getting, what was it, 50 months in prison?
Yeah.
So he's going to be out relatively soon, just a couple of years. He'll probably get out even earlier than that for good behavior.
Do you think 50 is worried?
I don't think so.
Because I don't know if you saw this. Do you see what 50 Cent posted on Twitter?
No.
Apparently, look at this. This is from 50 Cent's Twitter. It says, "What kind of gay shit is this? Diddy sent me flowers at Club 11, LOL. What kind of gay shit is this? Comma. There should be a comma or a question mark there, 50 Cent. Diddy sent me flowers at Club 11, LOL. Why all the foreplay? Get busy. You know I'm stupid." So apparently Diddy is performing at this club in Miami, and Diddy from prison this week.
50 Cent is performing the club.
Yeah, 50 Cent is, sorry. And Diddy sent him this week, it looks like a funeral arrangement, flowers. And it says to 50 Cent or whatever. Basically saying, I mean, what the way people are taking it is like, yo, he's basically saying, calling a shot here. This is a threat, funeral flowers. My man, go ahead and set up security. He's sending a message. God bless.
That's crazy, dude. I mean, that is ballsy considering he's in prison right now. I guess he has not been rehabilitated.
Oh, fuck yeah, no chance. So I mean, maybe it's Diddy being like, hey, even though I'm locked up in federal prison or whatever, like I could still touch you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like
more ways than one.
Like a very thinly veiled threat. Maybe Maybe the flowers weren't for 50 Cent specifically, but they were for his ass.
Yeah, maybe.
Yo, I'm coming for you when I get out.
But dude, apparently the lawyers are going crazy. Diddy's lawyers are going crazy because all that footage of him, behind the scenes during this trial, of him, talking to key witnesses, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? I just need you to make like one statement for me. All the shit I done ask you, I done for you, blah blah. Or like him talking to the lawyers behind the scenes in his hotel. They're like, how the fuck did 50 Cent get this shit? And apparently, like, Diddy does what he does and just said he was going to pay these videographers all this money, just had them following him for months and months and months, and then just didn't pay them. So it just went, the footage just went to the highest bidder, which happened to be 50 Cent.
So that's how he got a hold of it.
Yeah. He basically did to them what he did to Lil Rod, except for fucking them, but like not paying them.
Yeah, because the you'll see in the documentary, again, it's long, it's 4 parts, so it's like 4.5 hours. They fill in a lot of kind of dead air with footage of Diddy just kind of talking to himself like a maniac or ordering people around, basically completely filling in the picture of this is who this guy really is behind the scenes.
Yeah.
And isn't it weird how I think the movie was Get Him to the Greek, where he has to like basically get Russell Brand's character to a concert or something, and that's like the entire plot of the movie. And you see P. Diddy kind of go fucking bananas, like ape shit behind the scenes on the like as a part of his character, and that's basically who he really is in real life, as we've come to learn.
It's crazy, dude. Yeah, like he is that person. He's the same dude from Making the Band, making people go walk 20 miles outside in cold New York weather to get cheesecake. Like, yeah, just mind games galore. So anyways, I highly recommend people watch it. Even if you're not into rap, you have to. I don't think people understand like what a real life supervillain this dude is. Like, but we never got to this. The big event in the 4th episode that I warned you about. So they talked to some of the jurors who, let Diddy go on a lot of charges. Despite there being overwhelming evidence, they kind of looked past a lot of shit to say, hey, I don't think he's that guilty.
Yeah, this was for part of it was that lady Capricorn had been kidnapped by Diddy. What was the setup for that again?
She was his assistant, and Cassie was starting to talk to Kid Cudi, your boy Reggie's guy, Kid Cudi.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't know, Cassie, you probably shouldn't be doing this because Diddy can cheat on you. You can't cheat on him.
Yeah, she invited him to go on a hike with her.
Yeah. And then 50 Cent found out about it, or 50 Cent, Diddy found out about it, and went to Capri Sun's house, and it was like, hey, we're going to go kill this dude. Literally, we're going to go kill this dude. And she's like, I don't want to do that. He's like, I don't care. And then like forced her to go and like went to the dude's house and broke in and with a gun and shit like that.
But why did he kidnap the assistant?
I don't know. Because he
kidnapped her for like an entire day, basically.
He made her go with him there, and then he used her as like collateral, like to be like, hey, Cassie, I'm not letting Capricorn go until you come back to the house. And
okay, gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. So they talked to 2 jurors who were like, I mean, I don't know about you, dude. It sounded like they were on Diddy's side the whole time.
The first girl, the black girl, she sounded like she was she even tries to dismiss this off the bat. She says, I didn't really know much about him. I'm not a fan. But then everything that she says after that sounds like she's fanboying out for Diddy in the trial.
Yeah. She was like, I grew up on his music and this and 112. I even like Day 26. I'm like, who the fuck is Day 26?
Right.
Like, I've never heard of that band. But then the second juror comes in. And let me just say, I know I do this every week, guys, but it just happens to pop up in my life and I can't ignore it. Let me just say he was the same type of dude who was stealing parking spots from Blue Shorts. Let me just say he's the same type of evil boss that I had for that company I worked for 3 months. Let me just say this is a clip of him talking to the interviewer in this docuseries.
Why you fuck me? I fuck you, bloody bastard.
And the dude could not be more of a misogynistic foreign piece of shit, dude.
Dude,
We're feminists on the show. You guys know that, all right?
I mean, he basically he said straight up, like, I don't believe the girl who says she got kidnapped.
Yeah. He goes, I don't know. It's kind of that story is kind of hard to believe. It's hard to believe. And he does the head bob, hard to, And I'm like, yeah, because Diddy is insane. Lots of crazy people's stories are hard to believe.
Yeah,
That's why they're in court.
That's why he's there.
Yeah, dude, exactly.
He goes, that's what he said. He goes, I don't know. It seems kind of hard to believe.
I don't know. It's not making much. It's not doing the making sense for me.
I think the bitch is lying.
And then, but the worst part,
victim blamed. He fucking victim blamed.
I mean, that is the epitome of victim blaming, dude. But the worst offense in his interviews was him saying about Cassie, who was like 19 when she started dating fucking 38-year-old Diddy or whatever. Diddy's basically like Seinfeld being old as shit, dating that 17-year-old girl. But he's like, well, like it's if you're going to have the luxurious life and you're going to, not work and you're going to ride in fancy cars, this comes with the territory, So you can't have it both ways. I'm like, what, you can't get beat up by your significant other if they have money? What are you fucking talking about, dude?
It's crazy, dude.
It made me so mad, dude. Like
he's literally the reason that P. Diddy is not in prison for the rest of his life.
Yes.
This guy used his Jew god to get Diddy free.
There was definitely Jew God involved in this trial, dude, for sure. And he's like, I'm not that big a fan of P. Diddy. I don't really listen to his music. But he was like,
if that fat motherfucker wants to let me take his parking spot, I'll take it.
Yeah, dude. So, I mean, there's so much to see in this. I highly recommend watching it. Don't just give up after the first episode. It gets real good, the second, third, and fourth.
I mean, I would say it gets increasingly hard to believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that the stuff just gets progressively crazier.
Oh, dude, by the way, the grossest thing I heard, one of the grossest things, is that the gigolo that they would hire to fuck Cassie, they would save his jizz in like a container. And the dude was like, I asked him one time, like, why y'all saving my jizz like that? And then he was like, he basically said that he likes to make her like drink it randomly.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Like they'll just be fucking having, brunch. I'll be like, hey, by the way, pull out that jizz. Let me see you drink that jar.
Why did we have another sip of this days old jizz?
Yeah. Hey, do me a favor. Take out that yellow jizz in your purse.
Yellow is gross.
Take a quick swig of that jizz right quick.
It's got like a sheen to it, but it's also starting to develop like a film, like a crusty, crusty top layer on it.
Oh, I mean, but dude, how fucking how fucked up is that to make your significant other do? Like, hey, drink this random ass dude's jizz that we saved in the container from 3 days ago.
The waiter comes around. Said, "What will everybody be having to drink?" He says, "Don't worry about her. She's all right. But I will have some champagne."
Yeah, so I mean, there's lots of revelations like that where you're like, I can't, but it doesn't seem real. It's like, yeah, I mean, but yeah, there's lots of shit like that where you're like, this cannot be real. So yeah, it's good. Check it out.